Thanks to Rocket Money for sponsoring today's video. More about them later. Welcome back to Preservation Travels with Lane and Kevin. Today we are in beautiful Yazoo City, Mississippi. This is a small town that's undergoing a large revitalization. So we're so excited to bring you some great fixer-uppers today. And I'm standing on the amazing, enormous front porch of this first property we're going to show you. This property started its life in about 1890, but it's had some updates and transformations through the years. But it has some absolutely magnificent architectural details that are still intact and pieces and parts that you cannot get in new construction today. With the asking price and including your rehabilitation, you would still have a bargain of a home once you finish the rehabilitation of this darling property we're going to show you. So come on inside and let us take you on a tour of what you can get for $65,000 in Yazoo, Mississippi. Here we are in the entryway of this great house. Now I need to let you know that the properties we're going to be viewing today were all owned by an international pilot. The problem with that is he had these as rental properties, so he didn't spend a lot of his time here, so they're all kind of a mess. If you can look over the mess, you'll see treasure, as always, starting with these beautiful French front doors that all retain their gorgeous beveled glass intact, not a single broken pane. The interior of this home has 14-foot ceilings throughout. Most of our doors have these operational transoms. Most of them retain their hardware. These are a great split transom. We don't see those very often. And above my head, the showpiece of this entryway, this 1910s polychrome chandelier probably went in here when electricity was first added to this home, and it retains all of its original paint and original finish. All you have to find are the perfect globes and you're good to go in this space. Let's go and take a look at this huge living area. Here we are in the front living room. This is a 22 by 18 space. This is absolutely enormous. So we enter in from our front hallway with that gorgeous original chandelier, and behind me we have a showpiece of a mantle. We have your original hardwood mantle. I guarantee you that's golden oak under those layers of paint. You've got your Doric column on this with egg and dart mold. Then you have an applied bow and flower detail, and these are your original tiles. Yes, this is salmon pink color is the original color of these tiles. You are missing a few right here, but again, I've got a good friend who can source these for you and get you hooked up, and your original summer screen. You cannot miss the two huge tripartite bays of windows that are in this room that fill it with natural light. Your high baseboards, you have new drywall on your ceilings. You're good to go in here. One of the best parts of this entire home is the fact that you have hardwood oak flooring throughout that is in magnificent condition. Most of these old homes we show you, especially here in the South, have a softwood like pine, which can have a lot of damage and can be a little bit difficult to refinish, but these are all oak hardwoods and they are in beautiful condition. Come through to the dining room. Formal dining space, here we are, another 17 by 22-foot room. These rooms are enormous, and you add in a 14-foot ceiling, these spaces feel absolutely immense. We're so excited to have Rocket Money sponsor this video. We've gone through so many changes in the last couple of years, and keeping track of our finances and subscriptions just keeps getting harder. Rocket Money is an all-in-one finance platform that helps you save more and spend less. The personal finance manager allows you to manage subscriptions, lower bills, monitor your credit score, and build your savings all in one place right away. And I mean, in the first hour I had this downloaded, we were able to cancel a subscription that we didn't want and didn't know we had in just one tap. You know how hard and annoying it is to cancel a subscription? Well, Rocket Money does all the hard work. You can easily monitor your credit score and get great offers and insights. Rocket Money is trusted by 3.4 million members. To try it out for free and to unlock more features with premium, Head to rocketmoney.com/restoration or click the link in the video description. Here we have a gorgeous window design that is built for a buffet to sit right here, or a china hutch. I almost can promise you from some cut marks that I see in the trim at the baseboard, I bet you there was a built-in hutch here to begin with, but it's ready and waiting for you to replace one right there. Another beautiful transom just waiting to be reopened in this wall. And we have this great, funny little Federal style built-in china cabinet. I told you that this house had some features that have obviously been added over time. And I think this was a nod to Federal revival, probably in the 30s or 40s, trying to bring some new trendy facelifts in. So an amazing space to entertain your guests once your cosmetic finishes are redone. Let's go into what is now considered a kitchen. This is where your money's gonna be spent. Okay, let's start with the good news, because you know me, I like to start with the good news. The good news is it's a huge space. The good news is it has vaulted ceilings. The good news is it's got skylights, so there's tons of natural light. The good news is there's a deck off the back where you can see your gorgeous rolling backyard. Everything else is the bad news, okay? Everything else is bad news. This kitchen was obviously redone probably in the mid-80s and was the height of style then. Since then, nothing's been done but destruction. Again, that's part of the good news though, because that means you've got less demo to do. So plan on coming in here, demoing out this space, but it is a huge space to work with and a very architecturally interesting space to work with. And a lot of the hard work's been done for you in here. I do want to point out the wiring has been replaced in this house. We have taken a look at the electrical box. It doesn't appear that there's any active knob and tube wiring, and there is a breaker box. However, I would plan on having to do some pretty major electrical updates in this space. Just from what I'm seeing, you're going to be a lot safer in the long run with your investment if you plan on updating those electricals. Let's take a look at the other side of the house. There's some great treasures over here too. Here we are in the first of 4 huge bedrooms. This one features a gorgeous bay looking out onto the street and an ensuite bath that appears to be original or close to. How often do we get that in these homes? Never. We have 2 ensuite baths in this house in the bedrooms. They're amazing. This one has its original beautiful bathtub, such a gorgeous silhouette, and retains an original soap dish, glass holder, and some nice Art Deco sconces, along with a push button light fixture. These are all things I would keep, rehabilitate, and put them right back in there once you're done. Gut the rest of it out and make you a gorgeous period bathroom in this front huge bedroom. In here, in most of the house actually, we have beautiful East Lake door handles as well as East Lake hinges. So you've got hardware in this house that if you went to buy those retail, each doorknob set's gonna cost you about $100. So treasures to be found everywhere. Let's look in this second bedroom. Well, here we are in the third of 4 bedrooms. This is the third bedroom and the smallest of the 4 at approximately 17 by 15. So still an enormous space, glorious windows, 14-foot ceilings. It feels and technically is huge. Two transoms. Each bedroom has a closet. That's unheard of. Then we have another ensuite bath with its original hex tile floors. Now, be careful who you use with your plumbing. You're gonna get some plumbers who are gonna wanna come in here and they're gonna say, we can't save that tile. It's gonna be too much trouble. It's never too much trouble. Find a plumber, interview plumbers until you find one that will work with you on saving these floors. You have a period sink. Now, it's not original to the house. It's probably 1950s with this turquoise color, but you could style your whole bathroom remodel just around that sink. Behind me is another gorgeous original mantle. The tile is not original, unfortunately, but it's not terrible. But the mantle is a beautiful original, and it has its original summer screen. On it, we have egg and dart design, and you have a pressed foliate detail. Your side columns are actually pressed wood. We see that pretty regularly in modest homes of this period. It's a real wood, a real piece of wood that would have been dampened, and then a mold would have been used to press down into that wood and create that foliate design. So the Industrial Revolution eliminates the need for hand carving, and we got our first examples of pressed wood in moderately priced houses. Bedroom number 404, another immense bedroom, and probably the one that I would turn into the main suite. You've got a glorious view out onto your sloping back lot, a huge space that, if you're a new parent, would be absolutely magnificent to turn into a nursery for a brief period of time, or a sitting room or an office. And then you have an ensuite bath already plumbed, again, original hex tile floors, another one of those voluptuous cast iron bathtubs that looks like it's brand new, although it's 100 years old, and you've got some closet storage space in here. So really a magnificent space. We do want to remind you that when we're doing these homes and we're showing you these fixer-uppers, we know that it's going to cost you a considerable amount of additional money to get it into living condition. However, we think the approximate renovation cost on this home will be between $100,000 and $120,000, all in, especially if you do a lot of it DIY, a lot of sweat equity with this one. In that case, you are in a nearly 3,000 square foot, 4-bedroom home with 14-foot ceilings, architectural details that are unavailable on the market today for under $200,000. Tell me anywhere else that's possible in a new build. It just doesn't exist. So yes, we think these fixer-uppers are well worth your time, your energy, your effort, and your money. Beyond that, you're saving a piece of this nation's architectural history, and you're investing into a small American community. What could be better? Remember, we are not realtors. We make nothing from the sale of this home whatsoever. We're just here to expose you to what's available on the market if you would like to become part of the Restoration Nation and rehabilitate one of these projects yourself. All of the listing information is in the description. If you're interested in the property, you can contact the realtor there. If you're interested in learning about how to finance a rehabilitation, purchase the home and finance in all of the costs it's going to take you to fix it up. Be sure you check out our book on how to finance your rehabilitation on ourrestorationnation.com. Follow us on Instagram and hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time on Preservation Travels with Lane and Kevin.